よかった。
First start with Shiroko at 3.5. Then Kayoko on her. But Fuuka on Wakamo. It's fine if you use 4-star Kayoko. But her 5-star version can tank more bombs. At 4.9 Wakamo and Himari. Then Kayoko on Wakamo. Fuuka on Wakamo. At 3 Wakamo, then Shiroko. If you lack damage, move A.Hoshino to the middle of 2 red lines. Here I just use her X to cycle skills. Fuuka on Wakamo. At 6.5 Wakamo and Himari, Kayoko on Shiroko. Shiroko at 3. Then Fuuka on Wakamo. Around 3 Wakamo. Here you will need to improvise. If one of your student die, Shiroko at 5 then Himari. If you have better crit, your score will be higher. Next let's move to the Torment clear. Start with Fuuka on Wakamo. You can do this run the way you like. The timings for Wakamo X are there to make sure she uses her basic after her X. At 10 Wakamo and Himari. Then around 6.5 Kayoko then A.Hoshino right away. So A.Hoshino moves Kayoko. Kayoko will die if she doesn't move. Since team to also need Kayoko. Borrow one with more HP so she doesn't die from the boss auto attacks. At the end of team to run. At 10 Wakamo and Himari. Then A.Hoshino to the middle of 2 red lines. Don't place her close to the boss, otherwise she may die, even with the same investment. Around 6 Wakamo and Himari. Kayoko around 3. Then Fuuka. Around for Wakamo and Himari. Make sure Wakamo get Himari buff before the last shot of her X. Then Kayoko. Around 5 Fuuka. Around 8 Wakamo, Himari and Kayoko. Fuuka after that. At 5 Wakamo then Himari, so before the previous mark explodes, you get some extra damage. At 4 Wakamo and Himari, to make it in time for Wakamo basic skill. Since Shiroko has blue armor, she may die early if the boss hits her too many times. First move your team to Hare's gun model. If you do it correctly, your team formation will be as follows, with Shiroko on the left, Hare on the right, and Kayoko in the middle. At 8 Shiroko and Hare. Next S.Shiroko and Kayoko. Hako, when you see Shiroko skill bubble. At 6 Shiroko, before Oko buffs run out. At 8 Hare. At 10 Shiroko then Kayoko. At 9 Shiroko. Then Oko around 8. Next Yuka your team to the point where white meets blue. Do it as late as possible and don't Yuka too early, otherwise your students will get hit. At 8 Hare. At 8 Shiroko and Shiroko. Oko at 4. then Kayoko. Kuroko at 5. Then Hara round 4. Yuka to this spot. Here, if Hara only gets hit once, you're doing it correctly. If she gets hit twice, she's dead. But it's still possible to clear if you have Team 3 to clean up 2 million HP left. At 10 Kuroko. Then Harako and Kayoko. Next Yuka to this spot, where white meets blue. Do it as late as possible too. Once you nail this one, you're good. Your team can stay here for the rest of the fight. At 7 Kuroko. Here it's better if you use Oko before Hara. Just make sure Kuroko basic skill has all the buffs. Shiroko at 3. I did it this way to show how to improvise if you lack damage. At 4 Kuroko and Kayoko. If your Kuroko is the same, she have enough damage to stun the boss. If she doesn't, just move your team up with Yuka. Then just Oko Hara and Kayoko till you finish. Here's just a quick cleanup team. Replace Haruna with red armor student if you want to run a bit longer, but you can also run the ice cream strat.